Good morning, Dean Davison, liveweatherblogs.com, 10:54 a.m. We're taking a look at severe thunderstorm warning for Southwest Virginia. This is going to move towards the Roanoke Valley. There's high winds involved with the storm, and it's already caused some minor damage to trees and power lines in this cell. Not going as bad as it was earlier, but I would say they probably will continue a warning um, closer to Roanoke. This line looks like it's weakened just a little, but not under severe limits. See here, severe thunderstorm watches in effect, and this is including um, parts of South Carolina, parts of North Carolina, including Greensboro, the Triad, Roanoke. These are all in the severe thunderstorm watch. This is going to go to 1 p.m. Eastern Time this afternoon. Another reason to be wary is there's a low sitting back here. That's what's pumping all this moisture up into the area. The fact there's a low there also concerns me a little bit later because we may actually get enough instability for a little bit of turning in the winds with height a little bit later. This first line goes through, we get any kind of heating, we may have some issues here in the Roanoke Valley, the Triad, into eastern Virginia. We'll take a look at the Storm Prediction Center's outlook here in a moment. There's more watches to take a look at. We got a tornado watch here to 1 p.m. That includes portions of Atlanta starting to get cut away, as this, like I said, as this low, which as you can see pretty clearly here, pushes east to this boundary. It's coming less likely to get tornadic activity back here and more further east. And that's one, like I said, surprised me. South Carolina later also has the issue with tornadic problems. And further south, we have Florida has another one. That's until 1 p.m. So a lot of action here this morning here in the southeastern United States and Mid-Atlantic. And much I was saying a moment ago, we damaging winds, still probability late as we go along. Roanoke still to the east of this line and in this mesoscale discussion. So, like I said, that line is still got a kick to it, and damaging winds will be the main threat. But when you get these squall lines and they go backwards in the backwards sea, you sometimes got to look out for some rotation. And I never do rule out tornadoes in these situations. So we'll keep an eye on it here. Let's take a look at the map for the rest of the day. And much like I was discussing last night with the overnight outlook, you watch that, you know I was talking about North Carolina and Virginia being the severe weather threat. And there we go. Slight risk of severe thunderstorms. We're in the risk here in Roanoke. We're in the risk here in the Triad. All of eastern Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia for the rest of the day. And we've got another area back in Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Arkansas. The tornado threat, mainly in the south, South Carolina south, and also in the area outlined. Hail, low threat, and the winds be the highest threat in Illinois, but also Roanoke Valley, Triad, and a 15% hot for wind. So today's Davidson risk factor for area 1, which is going to be the southeast. Damaging winds as a 90%, hail is a 50%, tornadoes is a 20%, and the Midwest, we're going to do a wind of 100%, hail at a 60%, tornadoes at a 35%, based on the fact that there's going to be more forcing and lift in the area of the Midwest. And we got an issue tomorrow also. We got a big 30 percentile from Michigan straight through Tennessee. It's going to probably be a moderate risk tomorrow for parts of this area issued, and there's going to be a lot of wind, and tornadoes are going to be a probability, a good probability tomorrow. My first Davidson risk factor for today, for tomorrow, is going to be winds 100, hail 75, tornadoes 40%. I think we're going to see a pretty good outbreak tomorrow of severe weather in the Midwest. And then overnight, Tuesday into Wednesday morning, I see a probability of some severe weather further east. I think it's going to be an overnight situation that we're going to might be seeing Wednesday night, that we do see severe weather linger into Wednesday morning. And this is going to mainly be a hail, mainly a wind-producing event, I think, for the east. But like I said, never rule out tornadoes. So we'll keep an eye on it here at liveweatherblogs.com. I'm going to take a look real quick at some soundings. We have in this, we do have a 10,000 foot freezing level, so I don't outrule hail. I don't have this over far enough, but we do have a south-southeast wind cut to a southwest wind. There are some possibility of some minor rotation in the Roanoke Valley, so Like I said, lifting index only in -2, Cape's not too high, but it's going to get higher during the day, 35, almost 1,000 by the time the end of the day is upon us. So definitely keep an eye on it here. And for the latest radar update, we have a little bit more of a weakening trend here on that line. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it winds 30 to 40 miles an hour, isolate wind damage as these storms move through Roanoke and through Martinsville over the next hour and a half. Stay with liveweatherblog.com for the latest information. Dean Davison, liveweatherblog.com.